was like, I want to make this just freaking ridiculous, over the top. I was over at their house all the time. That's FGL. I wrote my first whole EP.
Any surprise guests?
I'm gonna work on that. Okay, we have to create an album of the year. This needs to be, everything sounds the same. And like, that's how it felt. Already is Keith Urban. It makes me emotional right now. It's like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta get on the road. I gotta play. I'm gonna build my fan base. Everybody had me singing so low. As soon as I graduated, I was out. That was what I was doing at the time. What do we want to create? Like, what do we think sounds dope?
Girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now. Ain't even trying to get out. So come on, baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight. Don't know what happened last week. Don't know what happened to her, but she about to happen to me.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, Nick Singer here. And we're coming to you right here live from Nashville, Tennessee on episode number 1 of the Alternative Podcast. Now, today we have a really, really special guest. We have multi-platinum touring and recording artist Russell Dickerson. I know, we got Russell Dickerson on episode 1 of the Alternative Podcast. Russell was an amazing guy to talk to. He's about to embark on the 3rd leg of his RUSSELLMANIA tour, which is kicking off in Raleigh, North Carolina on April 23rd. And he's hitting Red Rocks. He's headlining CMA Fest. He's hitting right here in Nashville, Tennessee. And we cannot wait to share this interview with you. We spoke about his time at Belmont, starting out in college, all the way to his time up to here now with the success that happened to me and kind of his whole story in between. We talk about the state of the industry, some stuff you may not know about him, and it was really great getting to talk to my boy Russell. So without any further ado, please welcome Russell Dickerson.
Girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now. Ain't even trying to get out. So come on, baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight. Don't know what happened last week. Don't know what happened to her, but she about to happen to me. She about to happen. She about to happen.
What's up, man? Thank you,
brother.
What's up, man? How are you? Thank you for taking the time today to do this interview.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Thank
you.
Dude, of course, I'm a fellow Blue Tacoma. I'm a Bruin, so this is awesome.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Hell yeah! So I got some questions for you. Like right off the bat, I know you went to Belmont back in the day, right? So what was it like when you first started writing music? When you started doing writers rounds, and kind of what was your Belmont experience like back in like '08? Can you tell me about that?
Dude, it was such a new, cool experience for me because I went to MTSU for 2 years, a year and a half, really. And like, I don't know, there was just no community. It was all just like go to class and get out, like get out of Murfreesboro as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But when I got to Belmont, it was just like, people were hanging out on the weekends, doing, like you said, writers rounds, doing all writing together, hanging out, staying up late, playing music. And I was just like, dude, this is what I'm talking about. This felt like home and like the experience that you would hope for.
Yeah, bro. I definitely relate to that because I came to Belmont this year, so I'm a junior, and I transferred from a school in Long Island where I'm from, and it was kind of like a dead school, commuter school. And I went to Belmont for music, so just all the opportunities are here. Obviously I had car and all that, so that's cool.
Yeah,
man. Definitely.
Dude, that was me. I transferred in junior year too.
Yeah, and then did you graduate on time or did you stay like a little extra to make up for credits and everything like that?
Yeah, I did. I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
Right? And summer school.
Damn.
So it took me, I think 3 years plus summer school to graduate.
Cool, dude. I think I need like an extra semester, but relatively, I'm pretty much on track. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. And then I love too, because like one of the reasons why I love your music is because you blend so many different genres. Like you're not like just country. Like you really you have like that alternative. Like you have dance elements, you have pop, you have rock. So when did you kind of like break out of that original country mold and really find the Russell Dickerson sound? Because I've heard your like original EP on YouTube, and you've
Yeah,
come a long way.
bro. Yeah, it's that was when I was like, trying to be Josh Turner and but like I got into Belmont, like I sang bass in every like I had to do chorale and I didn't have to, but I did chorale, I was in Jasmine, I did Southbound, just like all those ensembles were just like everybody had me singing so low and
Yeah,
do, and
yeah,
I just kind of like that was what I was doing at the time and while I made that EP. And so it was really like after probably I think once I started writing with Casey and Parker, Casey Brown, Parker Welling, who are also Belmont alum.
yeah.
Um,
Because you wrote yours
that
with
was
them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that was the second song we ever wrote together.
yeah,
And like that was kind of when I was just like, like they knew me. Casey was in a metal band. We've all like it wasn't like, hey, we got to fit into this genre. It was like, what do we want to create? Like, what do we think sounds dope? And
yeah,
like, I really think they helped me break out of that mold. And like, with yours wasn't like too crazy, but like every little thing was definitely like pushing that
yeah.
like
'Cause that's very
the,
like dance. Like a lot of artists are doing that now, but back then it was very like it was kind of new for the whole country thing.
yeah, like we wrote that in 2015, maybe 2014, 15,
Yeah,
when like nobody was doing that. And, it was kind of crazy. Like, song kind of like made its way around town before it was even out, and like they told me like people would come into writing sessions with them. They were like, what do you want to write? Like something that sounds like every little thing, and
yeah.
I'm like, heck yeah.
Because like there's so many Belmont artists now that are just writing like acousticy, like sad music. Like it's cool, but there's so much like missing. Like I love. I mean, I make music too. I make like it's like 80s rock and country mix. It's kind of like your
Yeah.
alternative. So I just love that. And there's like a whole. It's like missing from the whole Belmont space, and I think from Nashville. And there's so many
Well,
artists.
bro, there's an open lane for you then.
Dude, thank you. And there's so many artists that are just trying to like copy paste. I'm like, where's the fun in that? You know?
Yeah. Everybody wants to be Zach Bryan.
So that's one of the reasons I know, dude. Tell me about it. But that's one of the reasons why I love your stuff too. But I want to get more to the fun questions. So I know you're playing Ascend Amphitheater on May 8th for the R Dizzle birthday bash. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun show. And then
Mhm.
you've got a lot happening to you right now. Like you got the third leg of WrestleMania tour coming up in April.
Yeah, WrestleMania 26 kicking off in Raleigh on the 20 something.
You've got like Glasgow, London, Belfast, CMA Fest, which is fire. That's gonna be
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna be at the show at Ascend Amphitheater. So I just wanted to know, like, for all the blue Tacomies out there that are listening, what should they know before going to the show? Like any surprise guests that they should know about? Anything you got up your
I
sleeve?
mean, we're working behind the scenes on getting some special guests. I'm texting like friends and other stuff, but like we're working on some
Like
cool stuff that we
I'm
can't
excited.
really say because it's not confirmed yet. But
Okay, that's valid.
yeah, man, it's just I was like when we were discussing, I was just like, I want to make this just freaking ridiculous and over the top. And how do we?
Yeah,
Because we played the Pinnacle last year, and like obviously this is a huge upgrade from that and just to step into those amphitheaters and stuff. I want to make it freaking special,
dude,
and it's my birthday bash, so
I know, bro. I'm
we're gonna
excited.
send it.
I'm very excited. I've seen you twice. I've seen you at not Terminal 5, at Pier 17 in June. And I want to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
yeah, no, dude, that was because I remember you saying in an interview that that show was like a career defining show. Like you said something shifted at that show. And I feel
yeah,
like from an audience perspective, like I felt that too. Like that was the vibes were amazing. Like I remember you got emotional on stage. It was a moment. I think
yeah.
the spirit was with us for sure. So that was sick.
Absolutely,
I
man.
love
We
that.
were all feeling the same thing. It was
And
it
as
was
a
just like to I
yeah.
don't know. It just felt different.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. And even the whole happened to me thing too. Like that's you know, it was so cool to be able to watch because I listened to you much before that, but then seeing that song come out and then you going like this in your career, it's
Yeah.
cool to watch, Russell. So that was
Thanks, bro.
awesome. And even too, like it was funny. When I was Ubering there from the train station, or whatever, I was late, and then I ran into you at the lobby. I got this really quick pic.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then It's funny. Even CMA awards too. Like I was with Belmont and I got a pic with you over there.
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
But I don't know. So that was cool.
Lit.
But yeah, bro. And then so that show was amazing. And then even the one in Long Island you played over the summer, with like Bruce Blakeman, he put it on like the free show
Hmm.
at Eisenhower Park. So that was sick. But I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you, like, what are you like excited about right now, career wise? Because you have a lot coming up on your plate. You're playing some amazingly huge shows. Like as an artist, that's kind of the dream. So what are you like
Yeah.
most excited about right now?
Yeah, man. Just like we just got out of rehearsals a couple weeks ago, and like
Hmm.
at the end of rehearsals, I just told everybody to like huddle up and gather around and like just look around, man. Like the set that we created, and we've been doing this for a long time, and
Yeah.
to have it's like we're looking at this like the production, what like all the lights and the video was all set up, and I was like, man, look around like what we created, and like we get to take this like to Red Rocks, we get to take
Yeah.
this to the Greek in LA, we're doing Ascend, we're doing all these bucket list venues, and like I'm just so it makes me emotional right now, just like we worked so hard for so long, and it's like holy crap, finally we're like we're taking 3 trucks out this year. It's like it's insane.
Yeah. It's
So it's like I don't know. It's just amazing to just look around and like because live the concert, the touring, the live show is like what I love the most about all this.
yeah.
And but on the other side, man, it's like releasing music. We got some features that we're working on and like that I'm just so pumped about. I'm just pumped to release music again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wanted even that's a great segue too. Like, I wanted to talk about your new EP, Worth Your While, because I've been loving your summer EPs. Like, I noticed this is like your third one.
Hmm.
Um, so you've got some bangers on there, but I'm loving like Spring Break. Like that's been on repeat
Yeah,
for the past like 2 weeks or whatever. But what's your favorite song off that EP?
right on. I
Yeah,
mean, dude, yeah, Spring Break and Boat are definitely the two standouts for me. Like I want to Boat live, I think would just absolutely slam. We're playing Tortuga coming up. We're opening for Kenny Chesney, and so it's like I think that's gonna be the perfect little banger for that set.
I love it, dude. Yeah,
But yeah, it's just like that, and I feel like there's a different kind of freedom with the summer EPs, is because it's just like it's beachy, it's fun, it's poppy, it's like all those different elements that you can introduce, and it's not so much like, okay, we have to create an album of the year, this needs to be
yeah,
whatever. It's just like we just get in there and like, oh, this song needs ukulele or this song needs whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like it's such a fun freedom, and
yeah.
cutting it with Josh Kerr, it's always fun because he's such an insane musician, and I'm just like, yeah, what if it sounded like boop boop boop, and he's just like it's just so fun.
I think more artists need to be doing that because I definitely get the vibes that you just make music that you want to make, and then people are just going to come to you. Like you're not chasing a certain mold, which is
Yeah.
talk about authenticity, which I think is
Yeah, I mean, and that goes back to your first question of like that. That's when I learned. I was like, okay, nothing has happened when I've tried to sound like Josh Turner, when I've tried to sound like Keith Urban. They already exist. And have you seen that viral video of T-Pain where he's like, all this shit sounds the same. We got Lil Baby, we got Duh Baby. You know what I mean? And like he's just like going off on like everything sounds the same. And like that's how I felt. It's like there already is Keith Urban. There's already Josh Turner. So like,
yeah, and like where's the fun in copying everybody else?
yeah,
I
there's
think
no, and like I'm a huge 1975 fan. You can hear that in every little thing. You can hear it in Worth Your While. It's like
yeah, Ruben.
sprinkling in those elements of like, oh, holy crap, this sounds amazing. I want to add that to what I do.
Yeah,
Um,
even like what's it, two limes in a Corona or something like that? Like I hear the
mhm.
1975 in that as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
man.
cool.
It's just like it's such a cool sound, and I'm like, nobody's really doing that in country. I mean, like especially Worth Your While. I mean, that
Yeah,
Siglick is straight up like it could be a 1975 song.
yeah, it's got that chorusy like metal, not metal, but that alternative
Mhm.
thing. I have a bunch of
Yeah,
more
yeah.
questions. I don't know how much time you have, but I have a bunch of more questions if that's cool with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, dude.
I
But
think let me double check real quick.
yeah, you good, dude.
I just want to make sure I don't miss my next one.
You're good.
Ready? So, oh yeah, I got five. I got 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. I got a bunch of stuff here. I'm trying to see. I guess I don't know. Another thing I want to bring up too. I think one of the reasons why like I fell in love with your music is because it's very like it's very nostalgic. Like when I listen to your music, I love like a lot of your deep cuts, like songs like 18, Drink to This, I Remember, I Wonder, because it has like that nostalgic, like collegey, like cleaning out your truck before a date, fake ID drinking, scraping change to get Taco Bell on like a random Tuesday kind of vibe. And I like
Mhm.
love those nostalgic songs. So I wanted to ask you like you channel that a lot. So why do you gravitate towards those topics so much?
I
Especially
think mainly is like I'm not like I'm not really like a heartbreak guy. Like I don't it's I feel
mm,
like all my breakups were kind of like not mutual, but it wasn't like this devastating end of the world like
yeah.
drag out fight breakup. I've never really like had that.
Mm,
And so it's not I've never had like a toxic breakup experience. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
like
I get
me looking back on those relationships is that nostalgic piece
yeah.
as opposed to like you broke my heart, whiskey drinking, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. It's like everybody, there's so much of that crap right now.
Thank
And it's
thank
just like, I think the nostalgic, like, look back and smile and, like, yeah, man, like, it didn't last, but here we are. We're where we are now because of it. I feel like that's just such a healthier way to look at life in general,
dude, I'll just say it, Nashville needs more Russell Dickersons and less like Wallen copycats. Like I'm totally with you, dude. I'm
bro.
so
Yeah.
for it. So
There's already a Morgan Wallen, man. Like,
I know. And you're
everybody's got to chill.
I feel like even you though, like there's a lot of artists that are trying to I feel like you're at that point where you're influencing like the up and comers to kind of get that as well. Like it's not just Wallens because I mean you're doing amazing things, dude. So
Heck yeah.
that's
Thank you, bro.
fire. Dude, of course. I have a couple more questions. I'll let you go shortly because I know you're busy. Let's see. Oh my God, dude, whatever happened to This Is Russ? Because those are hilarious. I love This Is Russ, dude. Can you just
Yeah,
tell me
dude.
about that and like,
Bro, I mean, it started off with I shot everything, I edited everything,
yeah,
and it just got to the point where it was just, I mean, kids, honestly, having kids and all that, there's just no time. But I mean, I feel like my social media has started coming back around to like shorter clips of
it
that.
is, bro.
But this is right, yeah. No, that was
Even
a moment in time.
you even have that one clip. You're like on the ocean in a hot
Oh
tub. Like
yeah.
I like on Instagram, I'll see like my friends that don't even like country music, like they like that video and reposted it. So you're just
Yeah.
like a funny like social media presence. I don't know how else
I
to
know,
put it,
bro. It's
but
just like,
just
yeah.
I think
That's,
you're
I mean, again, it comes back to being authentic and just being who you are. And so
yeah,
I feel like so many artists are just like,
yeah,
yeah, dude, like, I'm an artist and like I'm cool, like chill, whatever. And
yeah.
like,
It's like I'm nonchalant.
bro, there are a million of you.
I'm walling, bro. Like whiskey hard.
Yeah,
Like nah,
dude.
just
Yeah, let's freaking get hammered.
yeah. I think you just got to keep it real and just keep it authentic and
Hmm.
you know. I love all that. Okay. I have one more question. So, yeah, actually, what advice would you give to an up and coming Russell Dickerson? Like, what would a 21-year-old Russell Dickerson want to hear that could
Dude,
help him out in the future?
write, write, write as much as you toured. Like, I wish I would have written more songs before I started touring,
Really?
as opposed to I just hit the road. Like, I had written like maybe what 20 songs at that point,
Hmm.
I was just like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta get on the road. I gotta play. I'm gonna build my fan base out here on the road. It's like
Yeah.
the internet is your best friend. Like, write songs, post them. It's like
Yeah, and you could do someone
so much less taxing. Like, I started touring in 2011. As soon as I graduated, I was out
yeah.
and like playing the shittiest shows, like,
Yeah, no, I get that.
and I'm
You got to
like,
pay your dues though. Like you got to
you
start
do,
at the bottom
but I think I paid like 5 extra years of dues that I probably didn't have to if I just would have kept writing. And
because you
like FGL, like
yeah.
they didn't really tour a lot until, yeah,
Oh, there's you though.
until they had Cruise in 2013, 2012, whatever. But
Yeah, because you guys
oh
met.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with Tacoma. But how'd you? I know you met at Belmont, but like, how'd you guys meet? Like Tyler and Brian. I'm just curious because I love
Dude,
them.
so I was already doing the artist thing, and they were either like, I don't even know if they had a name yet. They were just like writing a ton, they came to one of my shows, and
Really?
they were like, dude, let's write. That a friend introduced us, and I'm like, dude, let's write, let's get together. And I was like, heck yeah. So like, honestly, for the next 6 months, I think I was over at their house all the time, just writing songs and writing songs. Because there's like, just for the love of the game, that Belmont community. They had just graduated,
Okay.
and I was still there. So like after class, I would just
Okay.
like I would pop over there and like we would just start writing songs. And we wrote "That's My Girl." Um,
Oh
we
yeah.
wrote my first whole EP, pretty much.
Hmm.
A bunch of like "Can't Quit You." That's FGL. Um,
That's fire, dude.
what is it? "Better Off Lovers." I forget all the songs on that, but I mean that was mostly me and FGL writing songs back in the day.
Yeah. Dude, I'm waiting for them to reunite. Like I saw it at CRS. That was like a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But that was
Yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah.
yeah. I was just talking to Tyler. He was like, it's crazy what God's doing in our friendship and our,
Yeah.
the the four of them.
Again, too, like I'm excited for May 8th, dude, because it's you, T Hub. You should try to get Brian up on there and do a little
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
fire. You're looking for an extra opener right here, man. Nick Singer. But yeah, man.
Let's go.
But yeah, dude.
Right on, dude.
Thank you. Perfect, dude.
You
Best of
got
luck
it.
and everything. I'll see you May 8th, and God bless, dude.
Hey, you too, buddy. Thanks for the time.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Dude, bro. Yeah.
Peace.
I came to life when I first kissed you.